It's Tuesday. You know what that means. It's time for another exciting adventure in the world of live customizing right here at Tiny Ming Tuesday. Hi, everybody. I'm sorry about your loss. If you're bummed about the Rancor and if you're happy about it, don't be a dick. Just saying. On that lovely note, as always, I'm Diamond Dave, aka Dave Wonder, aka Dave Wheeler, at Table Artist V13 in Artist Alley at C2E2 this weekend. With me, as always, is my faithful fellow host, the Madman of Minneapolis, the oh, I screwed that up. New Money Matt. What's up, dude?
Hey, I've styled my hair in tribute to Malakili's head rag in mourning for all
That's
of you.
fair.
So,
I don't believe
no,
you.
I mean that it sucks for everybody who backed it and didn't get it.
Josh, I'm kind of with you on that. I feel kind of bad saying that, but
It's cool.
I'm bummed that it didn't get funded. I was on here last night with a live countdown, hoping that they would eke it out. And alas, it did not come to fruition. But it made a good go of it. Um,
I think it was too much at once.
yeah, at least the Rancor poofing gave a giant boost to Sky Striker. So true.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, new nickname, Matty Killy.
Oh no,
Wish I could
I'm
go to
not done.
C2E2 one day with someday chaos.
Hmm.
Oh, Shake's digging the hair.
I mean, it's my same hair though. I didn't know.
Exactly, Quintillion. Don't yuck that yum. It's the Beanator. Just kidding. What's up, Matt? Says Juan. Good news is all backers now have an extra 350. That's very true. What up, Quintillion? Yeah, no, it was it made a hell of a go at hitting it, and it fell short, and that sucks. But it was exciting to watch, I will say.
I do
Um,
I do kind of wonder if they might try it again at some point, but maybe they won't.
yeah, I don't know. They were so adamant against, oh, we're not, this is it. This is it. And now it's like, Coach Pay put extra Apocalypse Wave Sabretooth head on Origins He-Man, and it looks good.
Yeah.
Nice. What up, Rob? Dave, do you think they go the route and make it a Target exclusive because the demand is there? I don't. I don't.
No, I can't see retail saving that one.
Yeah,
It's
unfortunately.
it's just too high a price point.
What up, Smunkin? I thought Rancor would magically get funded overnight, but oh well, they will have to release it at a retail now for 200. Yeah, we'll see. What up, Shav? How many HasLab Rancor backers jumped to the sideshow Rancor statue, which is guaranteed to exist? Yeah. Yeah, ended with the wet sloppy fart noise. What up, Shaggy? How's it going? Tonight is the night in which we chop shop and talk shop. So what are you working on tonight, my friend?
I've got some stuff I got a thing I'm gonna open here. I got some new things in that I'm gonna tweak. So yeah, I'll just kind of call it out as I go.
Right. I see you have a box.
I do.
I would
Got
be.
this yesterday in from
Oh
the
man,
GameStop Black Friday sale.
very
My
nice. I gotta find one of
my
those.
Ironmonger should be arriving tomorrow. But anyway, yeah,
Didn't you order Ironmonger like forever ago?
I did. I had it on pre-order BBTS, and it was. I don't know why, if they just haven't gotten the shipment, or if I got on the pre-order late, and yeah, I missed the initial shipment or whatever. And I was holding on. I'm like, you know what? I'm not in a hurry on this. I'll get it eventually. Um, it's fine. And then when it was part of the Black Friday sale, and it was like 20% off or whatever.
Yeah.
GameStop had it for. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna go for it now. Save me some money.
Hell yeah.
So
Nothing wrong with that. And actually, Matt and I, this past weekend, actually made it out to one of our very nice sponsors. We went to the Source Comics Games over in Roseville, Minnesota, the official sponsor of Tiny Meng Tuesday. We'd like to thank the Source Comics and Games for sponsoring Tiny Meng Tuesday these last few months. The Source Comics and Games is your number one stop shop for all your tabletop gaming needs in Minnesota. Make sure to check out their website, thesourcecomicsandgames.com, or stop on by if you're in the Twin Cities area. We stopped in and picked up a few goodies as well as tools to use on this fine Tuesday evening. So, once again, we'd like to thank the Source Comics and Games for supplying us with the awesomeness. So please go check them out because they're awesome. And ask for Gene. He's a good guy.
yeah, actually, this will allow us to hit a few things in a row here. So yes, I grabbed some of this this Army Painter Strong Tone.
Yes.
It's more formal and sport oriented than American Tone wash. um, and I was putzing around. I think I was watching the last couple episodes of Star Wars Visions and decided to try it out on this Gunslinger spawn.
Yeah. Ooh. Very nice.
And that's just straight out of the bottle, that wash. I was just gonna do the boots, like the brown stuff, but it actually looked good over the whole figure. And he's got there's like detail there that came out that you couldn't see otherwise. He's got a little skull on his gun.
Oh, nice.
Focus, which you won't. But anyway, so yes, that is one of the things I may be working on tonight. There's some clasps and metal bits or whatever that didn't get painted originally on this, so I may do that. But Mr. Spitlick was asking about Mod Podge as a sealer.
Yes.
So I got this giant jug of Mod Podge that I'll probably not be able to use up before I die. Because that was all they had when I needed it at the Walmart I went to, and I'm like, I'm not going somewhere else. So you can use it straight out of the jar if you want, but it's fairly thick. It's basically Elmer's glue, maybe a little bit runnier than that. You want to make sure, depending on your use, you want the matte sealer for most uses, because even that still has a little bit of a sheen to it.
Yeah.
But I find it's fairly close.
Ooh, Sky Striker just hit its first stretch goal.
Nice. I find it's fairly close to factory
finish.
Yeah, factory finish. Not 100%, but close. Actually, I'll just slap some on this Black Knight. This Black Knight has already been. Actually, here we go. Here's one that has not had any Mod Podge applied to it. I've got this Patriot that I've been poking at in the background.
Nice.
So you can see right now he's got kind of a dull finish on the arms, a little bit on the chest. The chest you're still seeing some of the original finish through. So,
what up,
Patrick? I've heard people.
What up, Smitty?
I've heard people say water it down to the consistency of milk. I think that's probably a little too watery. It really depends on what you want to do, though. You really can't screw it up, I guess. But I do like to have it to have a little viscosity, so it's not just going into all the nooks and crannies without me directing it there. So usually I'll just dip my brush in water, dip it in the Mod Podge, and apply. And I just brush it on, real rough. It dries clear, so even if the main thing is, and it's watery enough that it's not gonna gather weird most of the time. So I just brush that on, get it everywhere I want to go. Sometimes if I think it's on there too thick, I'll water it down as I'll wet my brush and keep working. No, I've never had any issues with that. So I'm just getting the back of Patriot here. I'll hit his arms, do another dip.
Dip. Sorry. Had to be
Good job. Sha-na-na-na. And the thing that I've noticed, obviously it's a bit more work than like a spray sealer, but I used to use spray sealer very, very often in the past. And what I noticed is that over time, it attracts dust like a mother.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is. It's real weird to me, but and then you got fumes, and then there's also some plastics it doesn't like. Whereas Mod Podge is, I believe, acrylic based or whatever it is. It's water based, so you don't have to worry about it reacting poorly with plastics. So I'll just let this dry. You can see he's got kind of a wet coat on all over. Sometimes I will do multiple coats. It really depends. I've got something with water slide decals and some Mod Podge over that is real nice. There's some really cool things you can do. Do I have any things that I have done it on? Let over at my shelf that I used in here recently. You can get there's gloss Mod Podge, which I like to use on like eyes and teeth, things like that, to give it some shine. I find it really helps add an extra layer of, you know, a little bit of realism. And then there are also a variety of these you'll probably have to go to like a craft store for. But I think Michael's carries a pretty good selection. There's a few different colors of the sheen or the sheer red, transparent. Or there's red, there's blue. I can't remember what other colors are. But this is nice. It's very glossy, but it gives a really cool look to stuff, and it maintains its clarity to a degree. I'm gonna have to look at my shelf and see if I can find something that I did that to. Let me see if I have some scrap over here. Aha! Scrap plexiglass from my poor attempt at making a Weapon X chamber that I'm gonna need to revisit
someday.
So yeah, with the clear Mod Podge. Yeah.
Oh, can confirm I have seen Mod Podge at Michael's.
And yes, I apologize to everybody in the chat. I'm very distracted in my Mod Podge lesson here. Hopefully you're all enjoying that anyway. So yes, clear plexiglass. This you kind of got to do a couple coats usually. It's going to go on real pink, and you'll definitely see the brush strokes. So I don't necessarily use it on fully transparent things, but if you want to do like a red, like a very glossy red, like to look like a light or something like that, you can get a really cool effect. And with several coats, it looks really cool. So I'm just going to set this aside, let that dry. Clean my brush a bit. You do want to clean your brush fairly often with this, or at least keep it wet. I have a specific brush that I use just for Mod Podge, or at least that's the theory. I have mixed it, used my other brushes with it, and it's not the end of the world. The other interesting thing that you can do is with and I discovered it completely by accident because I hadn't cleaned my brush well enough and then decided to use Mod Podge with it. You can use it as a combination wash and sealer. Because if I were to take this plain Mod Podge and mix in a color, it will give it.
1309 tree scars and
nice. All right, now I'm gonna go back through the chat a little bit here and see what I missed.
For Givens, my primer hasn't fully cured on my Leatherhead. It's kind of tacky, so I'm trying to give it a little bit more time. I am working on a few customs for a friend that I have to drop off at C2E2. You might say that he's always ready. So I need to get shit done so that I too am ready. So I'm working on that. So it's some rather hush-hush stuff for at least a little bit, but I'm hoping I can knock this out pretty quick. It's a lot of bright colors, which is fun, but frustrating at the same time because it's just a lot of layers.
Nab, I don't think Hasbro probably lost that much money on the Rancor project, and it was money that they were prepared to burn. I think they thought it would fund, but I don't think they would have spent anything out they weren't prepared to lose.
True.
Oh yeah, it is.
Jackpot or Tigatron?
Let me let's see here. Let me keep scrolling down.
Matt, how does the Mod Podge work against oxidation?
I have not noticed any issues with that, but that that's a time factor as much as anything. So, yes, Josh Bear, you should be able to use the same paints for miniature painting as you do for customizing action figures. Plastics are generally similar. Basically, make sure whatever you're using is acrylic or water-based paint. But yeah, both Dave and I use Citadel, which I know is popular in the miniature community. We both use Vallejo, which is all, you turn us loose in the miniature paint section, and we'll find something.
Gets wild. We get wild.
So yeah, you can same paints there. You're gonna have the similar experience, and you already know the stuff. Neb, I've touched up I think 2 Black Series heads. Well, I replaced one Black Series head and I touched up another. I painted the scar on the Rector, and I haven't done much else. But I'm not as big as Star Wars. My love of Star Wars has been rekindled. But...
Chef, I have sound. I'm just being quiet. What up, Quinn? How's it going? I am trying to let Matt is giving a lesson on Mod Podge, and I was
scrolling down here. And yes, Mixie, I am looking forward to you attempting your first custom in quite some time. Please share it with us or tag us, whatever you want to do when you do have it done.
All right.
So you can see now I have my first coat on this torso of Mod Podge. It's actually still fairly dull, and I'm going to have to paint. This torso needs a few more coats anyway of paint, so I'm not going to go too crazy with it. But anyway, so yeah, Mod Podge goes on pretty easy. It's hard to screw up.
I'm with you, Panther.
The one thing I will recommend is if you like how your paint looks, it's not a bad idea to maybe try and move the joints a little bit, or kind of rather than like paint over a joint, kind of paint around it, and specifically on the paint it as if it was 2 separate pieces, which it is. Because if your Mod Podge is real thick, it will kind of go like
it'll gum
Elmer's glue, and could create it'll seal as a single piece. And then when you move the joint, that'll crack, and it could take paint with it. It probably won't, but it could. So, all right. So what was I doing?
Practice, and practice. Whoa! I haven't done any customs in a long time, but watching y'all make me want to get back in the game. Do it. Matt, you turning that Red Guardian into a DC Steel, says Savage Saint?
It is going to be Marvel's Patriot, the original one, because I'm content with my DC Universe Classics Steel.
Nice.
And yes, I can confirm for those of you in the know that my jackpot also has a weird head.
What?
But I was expecting it. There's like a mismatch in the mold or something.
Oh, right on.
So you can see the 2 halves of his head are not.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. But his head is a little car, which I think is kind of fun. Incorporated some elements of his original non-transforming mode. So.
Nice.
Oh. Right. Okay. Shav, are you not able to hear Dave still?
Still no sound.
Anybody not able to hear Dave?
Can anybody hear me?
Anybody hear me?
Me? Apparently they can hear you. Did you guys see Robo's ASMR review? That is after. Matt is telling us to wax on, wax off on the Mod Podge. Yes. Mitch Falcon, is that a yes that you can hear me?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah,
right,
Chef,
so...
I am not saying an exceptionally lot this evening. I'm not, and that's not. I'm not trying to be a dick or nothing. I figure Matt was talking, and I wanted to respect that.
Well,
oh, you're good.
Now I'm done with my my Mod Podge lesson for the moment.
So ends the sermon of Mod Podge. Tune in next week. No. If I couldn't hear you, what would I be answering to then? I figured as much. I hear Dave Wheeler and Matt. Hell yeah, Josh.
I mean...
oh, yeah. Should I... So someone brought this up on... I'm trying to remember what it was, but they brought up, they're like, oh, why do you have your name up there? And I'm like, So I will be right back.
Name. Yeah, I guess that's a point. I don't know. I don't feel like either of us are super worried about maintaining anonymity, but
there we go. For those people who got I don't want to say angry, but flustered over this. Like, no. I am me.
Gotta protect the shoot ski.
I guess. Kayfabe, bro. Kayfabe. All right. Well, I'm going to put
You're wrecking the business, brother.
brother. You mentioned DC, so your fault. How about Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate? I'm down for it.
I think that's a good.
It's a good get for sure.
And honestly, Grace Smokin, I have enjoyed Stargirl. It is what it is. It's not perfect,
Stargirl,
but I have enjoyed it. So
I love me some JSA though. So that has been. Wait, Dave Wheeler's Dave Wonder, mind blown, right? I'm trying to remember who it was. Maybe it was yesterday on the countdown. I can't remember.
I've never seen the two of them in the same room at the same time. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, it's true. No, it's yeah. I am sculpting a singlet right now. I might, you know what? I could do another zombie cap.
Ooh, there you go.
Dave, are you still painting Leatherhead? Josh, I'm gonna try to. My primer did fully cure on him. So did somebody say wonder? So I'm trying to give it a little bit of time. It might be in the back half of the show. I like that Aldous Hodge is getting more work. Love Rich. Hell yeah. I need a rolling pin. Uh-oh. Where'd my rolling pin go?
Mine keeps falling.
What?
Mine keeps falling off of my pegboard because the hooks aren't long enough.
Hey, what primer? I actually used an Army Painter primer. I think it was something to do with the resin that I have.
The resin. Yeah, some resins can get a little tricky.
Void Beast, can I just say that G.I. Joe parachute video woken the most childlike nostalgia? Nice. Yes, I use a couple different ones. My go-to is Tamaya Matte Clear is my go-to. And I use that. I'll spray that as a primer and a sealer. I had Army Painter Black, and so I used that. Has anyone tried Zombie Wrestlers? Yes, I've made several. Have you ever noticed that Dave Wonder doesn't speak when Dave Wheeler is drinking water? You guys ever seal with Pledge, sometimes still referred to as Future? I think if so.
I have heard of people using wax like that. I have not personally. So
I used to use, what is it, furniture polish?
Yeah.
I remember using that back in the day, and in hindsight, it eventually got sticky. So I wasn't that big a fan of it.
I know people have sworn by that as a way to like finish off the Molotov chrome markers.
Oh yeah.
But again, it's not a technique that I have tried.
Dave, look in the kitchen for the rolling pin next to your leftover. Yeah. I see an X-Men card. Wait, where do you see an X-Men card?
It's true.
Oh, right there.
And I feel really bad, honestly, because this card, I mean, this is in amazing shape. Like,
yeah. Oh damn! Oh yeah,
like,
Armor Iceman.
It's in super good shape, and the bubble's nice and clear. And anyway, so this is gonna hurt me. Maybe not as it might hurt some as much of you, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now.
That's nice. You can't Danhausen your name since it's already Wonder, Dave Honor, Dave Elite, unless you're Dave Ass. No, I'm not Dave Ass. I'm okay with being Dave Wonder to Danhausen. He called me Dave Hausen once, and I was like, that's pretty neat.
Tape is not coming off this collectible trading card.
Oh, okay. Here's a question for you. What card is it? Is it the Deadpool Hollow one?
It is. So when I was looking at it through the little window, I was like, "Oh, it's Feral," and no, it is not. It's Sabretooth.
Oh, nice.
But it is holo. Yes, it's got some holographic. Look at that. There you go.
Ooh.
Yeah, 90s tastic coloring. Which will allow me to work on one of my projects for the evening, which I believe Dave has already done. Because he already had the parts.
Yeah.
Whereas I did not. So yes. Toy Biz Iceman. I don't know if I ever got this one back in the day. I might have. I probably did. Anyway.
I was like, I know that I did because I was a spaz and I loved Iceman, and I still have my original one.
I will be adapting the original accessories to the new Age of Apocalypse Iceman figure.
Hell yeah! It's Sabatooth.
And I think I might, yeah, that would give it some. Well, I don't know. You just Dremel out some room for the feet, right?
Yeah. That was my method.
I was debating just creating a new joint in there, but I guess if I could, there's plenty of room for the feet. So
yeah,
maybe, well, I don't know. Actually, it's a little tight. But he's got to have his weird giant ice drywall stilts. So
yes. Speaking of X-Men, has anyone seen the amount of X-Men books for the new event?
Oh yeah,
it's going to be like camping, intense.
Oh, Dave.
I will never not use that joke. Shit's hilarious. Did you see the new video Rod and Todd asked where he gets his your dad's underwear? To which, if I recall correctly, Rod and Todd respond with, "You have a pair of our dad's underwear?"
Oh yeah, Panther 10, the DC Direct DC Collectibles BTAS stuff is excellent. It can be a little fragile. There was a line that I got the first couple figures of, and I'm like, nope, I can't keep going on this. I can't.
So good though.
It is. It's real good. It's real good. It's a collection worth pursuing if that's your thing. No doubt.
Indubitably.
Let's see. I don't know why they're doing that, Mitch Falcon, with the retro line, making them 3 3/4. I think it's just because they recognize that there is a market for 3 3/4 Marvel.
Yeah.
Don't want to devote the resources to an actual articulated line anymore.
Probably.
So yeah. There goes that. Yeah, I might not be able to work on this tonight because I would need to Dremel.
What's wrong with that?
Well, I gotta go on mute.
That's okay.
Oh,
I'm sculpting now. I was painting some fine detail before. Did you watch 8-Bit Christmas yet, Dave or Matt? Yes, I liked it a lot. The Mayfix Batman looks amazing. Yeah, hell yeah, it does. What up, Gail? How's it going? I already have like 40 of them. I'm just missing some secondary characters.
Dang. I don't know if there's a way to make Twitch not run ads, Shakes, but you could also watch this on other platforms that I believe don't have ads. I don't know.
Well, I mean, YouTube.
Maybe not. And I don't know where the best bang for the buck comes from for us. So, not that I get anything out of it, other than sweet source gift cards.
Indeed. Which reminds me, I need to call Gene.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, I need to meet up for the December sponsorship meeting.
Oh.
Anyone see Lego Movie Star Wars one? The Christmas one? Is that what you
I have not seen that.
Oh, damn it.
Let's see here. Let's go with another coat of the clear red Mod Podge.
I'm such an idiot. Why am I doing it this way? Sitting here trying to sculpt, and I'm just like, I can literally take this figure apart. Hey, Dave and Matt, chat. First time catching y'all live. Love the videos. Hope everybody's having a good one. Oh, thanks, Just Fancy. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Able to make it live, but glad you're watching regardless.
Yeah, hell yeah. It is appreciated. My wife and I picked up so much art this last weekend at ECC. Been spending the past couple nights framing everything. Nice, Gail.
Nice.
Twitch got to sub for no ads. If on the YouTube, if you have premium, you don't get ads. Oh yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I haven't been pushing the subs or anything on Twitch. Just because if you guys want to, awesome. If you guys don't want to, cool. I am I'm not gonna force you to do nothing, but apparently there are benefits.
I have been seeing you work on your sexy shirtless beard Colossus, Quintillion. It's coming along.
It's nice.
I will be muting here for a moment, so I shall return. Keeps people entertained, David.
Yes. Almost. What about? Oh, what up, Big Head Hon? How's it going? Quintillion, send over pics once you get done, because I am very curious to see. Matt, did you ever finish Mr. Shiv? Oh, he is dremeling, so he cannot hear you. He's in the land of Dremels, or sweet bizz is all you hear, and sometimes. But yes. What are you guys working on out there? I know we got a sexy shirtless Colossus in the works from one individual. Is anybody else working on anything fun lately? I will post it up on Instagram when it is complete. Hell yeah. Whoa, Poocat, he's a lot of fun. I use icons, Deathstrokes, Revolver. Oh, there you go. Neb Shapiro beat me to the punch. I will say, coming up in a future video, I will be stripping and customizing these. I got some sticker sets from Kyle Robinson Customs that he's sending over. I wanted to take a look at those before I tried making my own, because dude templated them out really nice. So I got a couple of those that I'll be whipping up. Does a 2,000-word essay on the Irish landscape count as fun? I suppose. Dave, what happened? Whoa. When the peanut went jogging in the park, he got us. Oh, Jesus, Quinn. I'm currently writing a short story about a customizer. He's not as likable as you felt. Damn. Working on my G.I. Joe hose. Fair, Jay, fair. Oh, gifted subs. Hey, right on. Dave, I need a base figure for a penguin. Who would you use? Which version of the penguin? I think would be the first question I'd have. But I would say Dr. Octopus would be a very good base. Stupid, sexy Colossus. You don't have to push the Twitch subs, Dave. I'll do it for you. I appreciate it, Fancy. I really do. I made a Dark Horse Comics Godzilla a couple days ago. Oh, very cool. Been resculpting a curvy Barbie body to be more realistic. Nice. Plan to start a 7 HBO early appearance on. Oh, very cool.
Panther 10, will your Dark Horse Godzilla be playing basketball against Charles Barkley? I guess is the question that we need to answer.
That's true. That's true. That's very true.
And yes, if you're doing, the scale is going to be the question on Penguin, Josh. What line you're working in? There's not a lot of larger bodies, unfortunately.
Modern comics.
Yeah. Okay, but so what scale are you planning on? Are you looking like Spawn or McFarlane scale, or
there was a Danny DeVito penguin?
There was, and that would actually probably scale okay with McFarlane.
True.
It's a bit tall for the DC Universe Classic stuff.
No, Matt, he will not. Never, ever, ever. Oh. Currently got him wielding that comes with SHF Injustice Harley Quinn. Fits. Oh, nice. The Arthur Adams one. Very cool. All the details on the Art Adams Godzilla. Just got an early Christmas present from my sister as a Kotobukiya MSG chainsaw. It has a wind-up motor. It'll be for a G.I. Joe classified barbecue. Nice. That'd be awesome. That was a great Nike commercial. I always wanted DC Collectibles Clayface, but the price is oof. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Gil. I'll check it out. Most recently customized the Chrono Trigger character and currently taking pics of my AOA Nightcrawler. Hell yeah. I really want to make an AOA Nightcrawler, but I know the moment I do, they're going to make one. Still have the DC Direct Secret Files Penguin figure despite lack of articulation. It's a solid choice. While watching the Rancor live stream, Cobb Vanth appeared on my toy supplier site, so ordered him and should arrive in a week. Very surprised he's out now. Planning to make a Seth Bullet custom. Ah, nice. Asset Flower for Mayfex Joker would have been amazing. It's very true. Technically, it's based on Bob Eggleston's art. I sent pics to Matt. Share the screen if you can. Panther 10 sent you pics of the Gojira. Dave, what 1/6 custom would you make if you had an unlimited budget? Ooh. I would have to go Madman or a 1/6 scale diecast Maverick. Because I'm that guy. I'm working on a bendy cardboard standee for the figures I found recently, and I'm going to make a 1/12 scale bookshelf and comics, then onto amps for my BSTN. Nice. And made Poison using the Craven Last Hunt Spidey and Symbiote Deadpool. Oh, very cool. Excellent Friends got me a quarter scale Daredevil I'd never seen before. He's huge, awesome, and I think he's based on. He kind of, if it's the NECA one. For me, Grimjack, 1/6 scale USS Flag. My God, that would be insane. That's a house. What about the Channel 6 TMNT Chief figure from NECA? That would be cool. I'd be down for Penguin. You know that's an expensive route to go though, because that's an exclusive.
That would be it's $125 just for.
He's the big one. Yeah, Dave, I posted the picture I posted on Twitter to my Instagram. Ooh, okay.
But I just sent you some of the Godzilla pictures as well via the Facebook.
Oh God. Okay.
So you got lots going.
1 second. Oh, very nice, Gail. Hold on. So I'm always conflicted by Pops. I like the figure choices, but I hate the head so much. That's fair. Whoops, didn't realize it was 8 already. It is. What up, Quintillion? What up, Jobin? Matt, what custom would you make with an unlimited budget? Oh, Matt is muted. He'll come back in a moment. Whoa, god dang. Hold on. Here's the stupid, sexy boom.
So budget isn't necessarily the issue. Unlimited, I mean, it is, but unlimited budget and unlimited space.
Quintillion, that rules, dude.
Would be the two factors. And the two things I would probably go with would be a full-on X-Mansion with Danger Room, diorama, or a scale Cobra Island. Again, unlimited budget, unlimited space. So neither of which I have.
There we go. Oh, I see what you did there. Okay, here's Panther 10's Dark Horse.
I like it. It's quite nice.
It is. It's very nice. I like it. Colossus looks great. Shirtless Russian making Putin jealous. Yeah. I'd back a HasLab Red Ronin just. That'd be pretty cool.
I would be all about a Red Ronin. The other unlimited budget and unlimited skill, I guess, would be a Legend Scale Leopardon.
Ooh. Oh.
I know.
Those were definitely some sexy ass colossi. Hail to the yeah. Man, I wonder. Oh, I don't know. I'm wondering if the primer is reacting with the resin. 1/12 scale X-Mansion would be a dream come true. Yeah. So hold on. I gotta find. Well, here I can show. Oh, what happened? There we go. I very nearly got the Chogokin Leopardon when I saw it for 150. I'm like, damn, that's a good deal. Legend scale Blackbird, very solid. I picked this up, and kind of I thought I've seen a lot of people make this into an X-Mansion, but I am. Ooh. Let's see, boom. Picked that up for a couple bucks at the swap this weekend. I think I'm going to try to make it into a thesis building for the missus. Very excited to give it a go.
So I could actually see maybe a Blackbird, X-Jet, whatever you want to call it. I could see that maybe being a HasLab.
Yeah, I can see that.
Seems a little more likely because those seem smaller to me.
True. Tiny Tuesdays. Why isn't Mini Robo here? I invited him. He was actually working on another review. I saw the complete Marvel Legends movie Vulture on shelf at Target today. Hell yeah, it's right on my. It's right there.
I keep looking at that thing. I keep wanting it, but I haven't pulled the trigger yet.
It's so good.
Oh, I know it looks great. It's been just an expensive few months here.
That's fair.
All right, so there's one.
Nice.
One on there. Chev Gold Invader, as in the Invaders, Marvel Comics Invaders, or and that would be another thing that I would be very much into. Again, unlimited skill, unlimited space, unlimited budget, 1/12 scale Godzilla, not a 6-inch tall Godzilla, but a Godzilla in scale to 1/12 figures.
Oh, damn.
Because or maybe somewhere in between, maybe just like a human-sized one. Just get me an original suit, I guess, and I can just pose that. Because I want to have Dum Dum Dugan chasing around a giant Goji, which does remind me that I should probably. I can't remember if he wore. I think he wore like a trench coat and fedora in the Marvel Comics run when he got shrunk to like person size. And I just remember that was a thing that existed. And I really need to make a custom with that.
Godzilla?
Yeah. Now I gotta look because I'm pretty. He got shrunk with Pym particles to like really small size, then like gradually got bigger. So there's an issue where he's like 6 feet tall and has a fist fight with the Thing. And yeah, it's great. That whole series, because it's all Bill Mantlo.
Werewolf on a Moon Knight show.
And Herb Trimpe on art. And yeah, it's basically just here's a bunch of S.H.I.E.L.D. guys versus Godzilla and also the rest of the Marvel Universe. Yeah, here he fights a rat because he's rat-sized.
Godzilla 19, says Mitch Falcon.
Okay, yeah, I'm finding where he's fighting the Thing, but I can't. I feel like he wore a jacket at one point, but maybe I'm just imagining that.
You're just making up awesome stuff in your head.
Yeah, I mean, there's the scene where J. Jonah Jameson yells at him. The whole thing is just great. Yeah, I have to pull out my. Marvel got the rights back for 2 minutes or whatever and put out in Essentials. So
yeah,
and they renamed him. Technically, he still exists in the Marvel Universe, but he has a different name now.
Goji.
Dr. Demonicus mutated him during it was either a West Coast Avengers arc or a couple issues of Iron Man. Yeah. Anyway, so yes, Godzilla still exists in the Marvel Universe. Do with that what you will.
As you do.
And yes, you boys got toys. We do need. I want them to do an all new Dum Dum Dugan. Probably do a shield body on like the Cap buck, so he's a little bit bigger than Fury. Because I've got the one they did that was the Toys R Us 2-pack on the old Face Off Punisher body. That one's okay, but the body has not aged well, and the size is not right for my vision of Dum Dum.
Oh, Mitch just sent me a picture.
Aha!
Oh, sent me a picture, but why is it not loading? Why?
Okay, so he did wear the trench coat. Good. And yes, yeah, there he is. He's taking it off. He's got his hat. Yeah.
Oh no, not again! Wait, what?
It's that look. Godzilla just rips off his clothes in front of that guy once, twice a week. He's just sick of it now. No, they haven't done an ML movie Dugan, and he would be one where I would see just do that. And because that'll tick the box for me as far as a decent 616 Dugan as well, or at least it'll give me a good head to work off of. So
that mustache.
Big Head Han, I think Legends could technically. Well, I think because we've seen so many other people make Conan figures, I think the rights to that are a separate thing. I will be curious to see how that works out. I'm surprised Marvel is going down this road again, but of like let's license a character and then incorporate them very fully into our universe, knowing that we'll never might not be able to reprint those stories. Maybe they've got a better deal now, but there's all the Micronaut stuff that they can't do anything with.
Yeah.
Rom,
the Great Smoky
Godzilla to a degree. So
Godzilla is naked under that, so therefore he is technically a streaker.
And Patrick Winters, I absolutely would love if Hasbro did a retro Ghost Rider line.
That'd be dope.
I want that 90s Blaze. We need a new Dan Ketch Ghost Rider. It's been 20 years since we got one. Well, I guess there was technically that one weird one where he had the little flame jets on his shoulders or whatever. That short-lived look. But yeah, those Toy Biz Ghost Rider figures. I knew nothing about any of those characters, but the figures were so good. I would love if they did a new Skinner and Outcast. It's like, oh yeah, he comes with a freaking Ghost Rider skull in a cage on a stick. Like, that's awesome. I want, I don't know who this guy is, but I need that figure.
But he's badass.
And that is interesting to me, Michael WT. I don't know if it's going to be Image, because Hasbro's got a relationship with Boom, and I could see them going that way for the.
Yeah, I don't know where they'll go with that. It'll be interesting.
We'll see what happens. All I want is for somehow Larry Hama to at least write G.I. Joe Real American Hero to issue 300. Just hit the next big milestone, and then then that series can just be done. I'll take it for as long as he's willing to write it, but if they could at least push it out to 300, which isn't that far off. I think they're in the 280s now. If that's the last Hasbro licensed book that IW puts out is G.I. Joe 300, I'm into that. I'm very much into that.
Be a good one to go through.
It would. And yes, Quintillion, you reminded me that we also need a better Vengeance. So
yes.
Nimrod's origin, I don't know if it is tied to Kulan Gath, but I think Kulan Gath is a Marvel character anyway. Because he showed up when they didn't have the Conan license. He was created for the Marvel Conan books, but I think they own Kulan Gath. Or Kulan Gath, however you pronounce his name. Same thing with Shumagorath. I think it might have originally been.
Oh, Shumagorath.
So, yeah, anyway. Any of the characters that were created, because Red Ronin appeared in the Godzilla book, and that's Marvel owns him. That was the first appearance of Red Ronin. And all the Micronauts original characters and things like that. So the Micronauts have appeared. Some of them, like Bug and Commander Ran and stuff, have shown up in comics since they've lost the license. They just can't call them. They just can't call them Space Glider and Acro Year and all that stuff. And I think Baron Karza just became the Baron. There was an arc in Cable in the 90s where the Micronauts came back. So anyway, back to Dremeling for me.
Fun fact, Bad Reverb would make a good 90s grunge band name. True story. Dave Wanda remastered. Indeed. I love Roy Thomas. Me too. What a crazy SOB. No. Sorry, I'm trying to get this sculpt down, and my hands are getting warm, so this sculpt is being a wondrous pain in my butt. Red Ronin HasLab. I can see it happening. And by see it happening, I mean I can wish and dream and hope. But you never know. You never know. I suppose I can show this. This is actually the second zombie cap I did, very similar to the first, but gnarly looking dude. Love Roy's work from DC. Yeah, hell yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna put cap over there. I'm gonna hit that one with a matte sealer real quick, and then go from there, I guess. Bug was part of the Guardians team. They even pulled Rom, aka Space Knight, into the story. They did, but they called him by his given name. I don't know what else to call it.
Yeah, and Rom also showed up in Earth X.
Yeah. Oh,
two other spots.
Dave, what was your favorite episode of What If? Ooh.
That does remind me of if Marvel or if Hasbro does do any Marvel Legends Conan, it should be the What If Conan was alive in the modern day version where he's dressed like a pimp and has a pet leopard.
Neb, I would actually say the Peggy the Peggy Carter episode. That would be my guess, or not my guess, but my choice. The Shang-Chi body is so great for fodder. Hell yeah. Shaggy again. I think that was because Matt, when he mutes and then unmutes, I feel like it auto adjusts the volume, so it has a reverb for about a minute.
Oh, that's what's happening. Okay.
Matella owns the likeness and name of Rom, not his humanoid alter. Yeah, because he showed up at Hulk's wedding.
Hasbro actually owns that, but yes.
Dave, you should make a whole series of zombified caps, but in different costumes. Dave, don't show the zombie cap.
Zombified U.S. agent.
The Cha-Cha episode was good too. Doctor Strange, also very good. Once Matt is done doing that, I need to go rinse my wash water, and then I can actually get going on another Captain America, I think. Because I got a clean one right here. For years, Doctor Strange What If was by far my favorite. Right on. For years, I've hoped IDW would let McDonough and Petty finish their Transformers run for Dreamwave, but I'm doubting that's happening. Yeah, I don't think it will. Unfortunately. I feel like I don't know what I feel like, you guys. Yeah, love me some Cha-Cha. Hell yeah. Honestly, the my favorite bit of fodder that I've gotten is that Breaker figure, because that figure rules, and that friggin' Grifter figure just came together so damn quickly. Then if it will be time for the best commercial on Twitch. True story, Shaggy. We don't want to let Matt know that we're going to play the commercial, because if we do, he'll stop trembling. Then he'll contest it for a total of about 5 seconds before I hit the button, and then he'll be annoyed because I hit the button, and it'll start playing. Uh-oh. He seems to be aware.
Do you feel like a champion? Do you worry that you don't look?
Sorry, I jumped the gun. It's only 8:56. It's only 8:56. Do you see that what Roy did to save the JSA from death in crisis? Where did I put those paints? There. Nope, that's not right. Whoa. Grabbing different color paints. Man, where the hell did I put these things? Shit. For real, where the hell did it go? I lost my blood color. Uh-oh. Play it then again at 9 in its proper time slot. That beautiful bean footage. MODOK is sub $30 on Walmart. Damn, right on.
Well worth it. I got an extra one on clearance when Target had them cheap.
Fun fact, I got a lovely package from Hasbro the other day, and I got a exclusive Venom and Rockabilly MODOK. So I'll unbox that tomorrow, actually.
Nice. That's solid.
So I'm very excited. You all read the rumor Fast WB is doing a 4-part animated Crisis on Infinite? I have not.
I have not heard that either.
Monk and I made a custom dude from Free Guy with a movie Green Lantern head on a He-Man body. All right, now we can play it. A boom.
Do you feel like a champion? Do you worry that you don't look like a champion? Try Enhancement Talent Clothing and Gear. At our state-of-the-art facility, you'll find wall art. Not one, not two, but a spectacular 3 cats. This thing. Top-of-the-line sewing equipment that Enhancement Talent has used to make Enhancement Talent Clothing and Gear. Let us take you to the top of the card.
Hell yeah. I like it. Every time.
Oh,
you know what? Suck it, me man!
Do you feel like a champion? Do you worry that you don't look like a champion? Try Enhancement Talent Clothing and Gear. At our state-of-the-art facility, you'll find wall art. Not one, not two, but a spectacular 3 cats. This thing. Top-of-the-line sewing equipment that Enhancement Talent has used to make Enhancement Talent Clothing and Gear. Let us take you to the top of the card.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Also, I just realized those Hydra Man leg pieces would probably work just as well for Iceman.
Well, they're not icy though. They're watery.
That's true. All right. Get a little paper towel because it's time to get washing.
Oh no! What the hell?
Again. Quote Star Girl. The fun has been doubled, indeed.
All right, indeed. We'll have to look for that. The pin in this Iceman figure foot thing popped out, so we'll look for that later. Weird.
Bum, bum, bum.
The 3 cats Big Head are upstairs. I don't let them down here very often because they will destroy things.
True story.
Nigel is fairly well behaved. I haven't tested the situation with Haggerty. He's the one I'm most worried about. But Busby, will absolutely chew on things that she should not chew on.
Indubitably. So here we are, the 3 fabled cats. And on the 4th, there was a 5th. Know what I'm saying? Oh, this is going to get gnarly. Well, here we go again. Little water in the wash. Ugh.
Days to wash.
Good times. Just gonna make this guy gory as shit.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I still might end up just making all the dremeling work I've done moot, but I don't know. I think it might.
What is your thought on the MODOK possibly being an Ant-Man movie? I'm for it.
Yes. Though I am sad that I doubt they'll have Patton Oswalt play him.
True. Oh man, this got gnarly.
I don't believe.
You know it's good when a wash makes you go, ugh. Dave, will you do a Sky Striker countdown? We can. But that's over at 11.
You can.
Yeah. Yeah, I should probably finish my work. Sorry, muting for Johnny Wrestling announcement. Oh,
The cats decided to wake me up early today, so and then the roads were bad, so it was a tiring day.
yeah.
And yeah, that sure seemed like a bit of a, I don't know whether it's he's done at the Fed or in general or what, but yeah, Gargano seems to that takeover gear was definitely alluding to something.
Yeah, it was a lot more bye-bye than I thought it would be. You probably shouldn't let your cats drive.
Well,
You can't tell him what to do.
I want to let them stay involved, contribute to the household.
That's fair.
I thought there was a rumor they had already cast MODOK for the
Yes,
well.
there are several of those.
Oh, okay. And well, then the reason I think they won't use Patton Oswalt is because he's already got another MCU role, 2 actually, technically, but
Yes. Why has there been no Oswald? Yeah, well, yeah. They need to use the bald dude who was in the House of Cards as the new MODOK. I'd be down for that. Be pretty cool, actually. Making the top of this figure look like he just got drenched in cranberry blood.
Cranberry blood. Well,
There we go.
This is the season. Oh wow. Yeah, that's full on.
I'll lay it on thick for a little bit.
Sam Raimi movie there, man. Yes, Neb, I am also looking forward to She-Hulk. I'll be very curious. And now they've mentioned that she may be breaking the fourth wall. So it's interesting to see them pulling from the Byrne run in that fashion.
Oh yes. God damn it. There we go. All right. Let's start peeling back these layers, shall we? I like doing that. It takes away the kind of chunk paint, like it kind of evens it out a little bit more. And then you come back in and you do the kind of texture wipe. I'll do a better thing on this. Toonces the cat was pretty good driver of cars. That's Toonces. Patton Oswalt would be perfect for MODOK. No make. Oh, that's mean. Any curious? Dude, the new Moon Knight series. I am very curious about. I'll be very interested to see what comes of it.
Well, it's got Ethan Hawke. So.
Yeah, it is.
KY Plus. Base figures to start customizing the Royal Flush Gang in 1/12 scale. I would try and get yourself a bunch of House of X Magnetos.
Indeed. Do you think that if they do a Watu in live action, that Jeffrey Wright would play? That would be dope.
I think it would be a combination, Gale, like Thanos, where it's Josh Brolin's face and movements and stuff with a lot of CGI slathered on top of it to make him giant and all that. That is what I would see them doing for Jeffrey. And I think that they've said that that's a possibility. So,
Dave, are you using a paper towel or a piece of steel wool? I use paper towel.
Yeah, steel wool.
See the how that just kind of sank in a little bit, made it really gnarly looking. Trying to get a better look for that. Then usually if I need to pop an area back out, I just kind of take the flat of my X-Acto and I'll run it over. So, like for instance, his eyes didn't really come back out when I wiped everything down. So I'll come back in, and the cool thing is if you do this when things are still slightly wet, it almost gives it like a veiny appearance around. There we go. Nah. So it ends up looking pretty gnarly. That Moon Knight teaser was amazing. Did it sound like he was using an accent? I think he was using it for the different personalities. Do you think we will ever get Legends from the OG Marvel Zombies run? Probably not, just because it's too graphic. That's my guess, anyways. Do this, do that. Come back in for more blood and goop. Phrasing. No. Do his lower half now.
Yeah, I'm very interested in how they handle what they do with Moon Knight, because that original Sienkiewicz Monch run from the early 80s, one of my favorite runs. Real good stuff. And then the current series actually has been really solid. Jed MacKay has been doing just good work these last couple of years. I was not expecting to to be as sad that a Black Cat book was ending as I was, but holy crap, that was a really good run.
That it was.
He did I think it was a digital first, and I found it as trade. He did a really good couple good Daughters of the Dragon stories too. So,
yeah. Oh yeah, they published those, I thought.
Oh yeah, I got a trade, but I think they might have originally been digital.
Oh, okay.
Because that's absolutely a book that I would have bought if I had seen it on a shelf.
Yeah.
Because that's just the weird crap I do.
That's how you do.
It is. Shav Gold, I think the no guns thing is a rights holder deal. I don't know if it's Mattel specific. Like, I think it's Warner Brothers or
it's Warner Brothers.
Yeah, okay, so that's yeah. And it is interesting, especially when it's like, okay, we had them a wave ago, now we can't. And then also, like, here's, the new video game Red Hood who's doing this with his fingers, but can't come with a gun.
It's finger guns, baby.
It's like, we know what's happening there.
Yeah. Don't treat us like simpletons.
And I guess it would, if they weren't there in the other media, it'd be like, okay, it just seems weird to not include them in the toy. It's like when Marvel was like, yeah, our characters aren't going to smoke anymore. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, that's fine. Yeah. Didn't really, bother me. And it was across the board, whereas this is like, well, if in some spaces you get a gun, in other spaces you don't.
Yeah. It's a very strange thing. I'm ready to remove these from comics other than Marvel and DC. I was really hoping Bloodshot would be better. Hopefully we still get Harbinger and Exo Manowar. I don't know if we will, to be honest. I'll be curious to see, because if we do, fucking awesome. If we don't, I sadly won't be surprised. What am I doing? There we go. No, I don't need gold. Where did my silver marker go? There, silver marker. So, fun thing with these. So that just to show you how quickly this comes together. That was the clean one. So comes together really quick if you know what you're doing. So I am actually going to touch up some of the metal with the silver Sharpie. You must be careful of the little 1/12 scale plastic bullets. Yeah. Dave, when is the Wonder Boy movie coming? God, I hope soon. Because that would be dope. We've tried several times to make a animated feature, but never quite made it, which is fine. But bit by bit, hopefully you'll get another shot at it down the road. Punisher without a gun? Yeah, that would be a bummer. Mixie seconded. I'm hoping down the road get a shot at it. That'd be fun. I already fan casted a voice cast for an animated feature just because I thought it'd be fun. We'll see if that ever comes to anything. Thanks for the sub. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you, Just Fancy. I appreciate it. Showing and giving that love. Very much appreciated. Dave, would you tailor a Wonder Boy show to a younger audience like the 2012 TMNT? Yeah, I would. I mean, the Wonder Boy, the whole thing behind Wonder Boy is that it's kid friendly, all ages. So I would definitely try to make something for everyone. But yeah. Ooh, need to water that down a little bit. But yeah, no, I would definitely try to make it something that I could do. Wonder Boy, what is the secret of your power? Apparently, angst. No. You're welcome, Mercury. There we go. So yeah, no, I mean that's kind of the cool thing is, especially with doing indie comics and stuff like that, is when people ask, it's like, oh yeah, no, this is what I would do because this is what I want it to be.
And it's mine.
Yeah, and I can do that. Sorry, I'm bloodying up Cap right now. But
well, I'm gonna have to do some hot glue to finish this up. But I am feeling pretty good about this.
hell yeah. Dave should cameo as the regular guy who gets knocked over coming out of the grocery store. Yeah, I'd be down. Love to do voiceover work. Oh, dude, I'm down. It's one of those funny things. Like I used to do voiceover work and stuff in college and stuff for my friends, and it was always fun, and I always enjoyed it. And it's always been one of those things of, when people bring stuff up of like, oh, what would you do? What would this work? Would would be a thing? I'm like, God, I hope so. I hope I'd have some semblance of, even if it's just a little control. But yeah, I want in on the COJ movie. Wonder why Marvel was afraid to use its Golden Age heroes. Licensing. Life tomorrow is 8 years over. Hey, congratulations, Robot. That's awesome. Which, by the way, I did tell Matt I gotta get him the shirt from you. I totally forgot when we met up this weekend, so we'll have it in hand. I also got to get King his. So no.
Yeah, I guess I don't know what, like, in Shav, you talking like in the movies, not using the Golden Age heroes, or just in general lately. I think there's just probably, at least in the comics, it's, we don't, unless they haven't had a lot of success with them in the modern, bringing like the invaders into the modern era. They've tried it a number of times and it hasn't really caught. Which is a shame because I bought all those titles and enjoyed most of them. But I think it's, and then I can understand being wary of bringing too much, doing too many like retro stories, because then you're just filling in, you're cramming more stories into a smaller and smaller time period, which they're already doing with the mainstream Marvel universe, but at least it's kind of moving forward. So, but I do love me some Golden Age heroes. I would love more figures of them. That classic Destroyer outfit with the stripy pants. It's a favorite of mine. And yeah.
Hey, Dave, did the studio people think that Wonder Boy was too close for them to think about Robin from DC? No. It was just not the right time, not the right place, I guess, which is fine. Hello, all. Hey, Murray. I fancy myself a bit of a mini Hamill when I read to my kids. I try to do all the different voices. And me too. Did not. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm just cleaning this up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, that's always been a fun thing, reading to the kiddos or the kiddo and such. Doing stories. I started doing voices, and when he was probably like 2, and it was funny because he'd look at me and he wouldn't quite know what to make of it. He just kind of laugh and enjoy the insanity.
Right.
And now, more recently, he'll be like, Dad, you did the wrong voice for that one. It's like, oh, thanks. Like I'm being told I messed up my lines. But happy to be messing up those lines.
Okay.
Hamill used to be awesome at voice acting. Now he just does I think he still has a really good range. Latest group of Kamen Rider villains are Mexican themed. No kidding.
Yeah, I think they're not necessarily asking him to do his full range.
I mean, if you can have him do Joker, have him do Joker.
No, he's done Joker.
No, I'm just saying. Like I feel like that's where they're at with it. Is we should have him try and sound like the Joker, but not the Joker. Or we could just ask him to do the Joker. It's like no. All right, I'm gonna use some of this shade. Let's see. Oh boy, forgot to shake it. Dixie, what's the wrong voice is the worst. You accidentally did Snape's voice, and it was Bellatrix. Whoops. Yeah. Well, right now it's the big ones that he's been into is Dogman and Cat Kid. That's been his jam, which is fine, and it's fun, but it's definitely that thing of, like what voice do you use for a anthropomorphic dog?
I mean, whatever voice you want, as long as you're consistent.
Yes, so I've been told. Ooh.
I don't know, Ollie. It's weird. Just all these characters have the exact same voice as me. It's just a weird universe.
Yeah. Just who knew, right?
I didn't make the rules. Just
Dave, any HasLab you want? What we? I don't know, to tell you the truth. I mean, this question comes up a lot, especially on like Toys with the Boys and such, which is tomorrow at 8 to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. No, but it's always been one of those things. I keep going back to the spider buggy. I know it's not that big, but I would absolutely
to do a really nice one would be cool,
right? I think it'd be neat. Hey Dave, do you know Epic Voice Guy from Honest Trailers? I've met him once or twice. Like he's the crazy, yeah, or Pilkey. There we go. They don't have to ask him. He's Mark Hamill. He just does the Joker voice. Skystarker has suddenly ground to a halt at 83% with an hour and a half to go. Whoa. I thought it.
Yeah, it already funded.
Yeah, they're at their stretch goals now. You should find some Brave and the Bold comics with Green Arrow for Ollie and see if Mrs. Dave knows. Yeah, I have. Is HasLab X-Wing realistic after the Rancor? Honestly, I would think that it would be more realistic than the Rancor, to be quite honest. And I'm not saying that to dog the Rancor more. I'm saying, like, I feel like a ship would have been a smarter choice, especially one as iconic as the X-Wing.
Yes. And I think it was a combination of some of the, like, it felt like the stretch goals and the kind of hemming and hawing and the way they were presenting it. And I know some of that is just, they're limited in what they can do because that license is notoriously hard to work with.
Yeah.
Just approvals and, back and forth with Lucasfilm and all that. It's rough. And that's from people who have worked on it in the past. So there's that factor. And, so I think that was a bad taste in some people's mouth and may have caused them to drop off when they might not have otherwise. And then the timing. You can't do 3 of these at once right before frickin' Christmas.
Matt, is that Black Mask? Ask
It's
Michael.
not.
Great Smunkin. No more HasLab. I want them to make shit I can actually afford. You rich
But yeah, I honestly feel like that was as much the problem as anything. You can't do 3 of those right before Christmas, when there's other stuff, coming out.
You've also had, 3 other ones?
Well,
Just as many months.
Yeah, I mean, and again, there's not a lot of overlap. I mean, there's overlap. There's not. I don't know. There's a lot of overlap, but there's overlap between those fandoms and collectors, and you're also doing a lot of. You're minimizing the ability of like a reseller or retailer to come in and help pad that. It's like, well, what do we want to put our money towards?
Oh, and the Transformers one. That's very true.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just a lot hitting at once, and that I feel like was as much of a problem as anything. And then the way they handled the reveals and the stretch goals and stuff like that didn't do them any favors.
Definitely not.
But yeah, I feel like an X-Wing would have done better. I don't know if an X-Wing in this same situation, same time of year with 2 other things going on, if it would have made it. But I feel like it would have had a better chance than the Rancor.
True. There we go.
So, Michael Taylor, this is, I finally went and I got at the last local toy swap here. I got the Union Jack head that I had been holding off on working on my Rose for. Yeah.
There we go. Oh, God damn it.
So yes, this will be Rose at some point here. And yes, Victory Saber was a lot cheaper. And trans fans are used to spending that kind of money because $120 or whatever it was. I mean, that's a masterpiece figure. So
yeah, the Rose is Wilson Fisk's son.
Let's just forget the other Roses then.
Yeah, he's back alive.
What?
The Rose.
Yeah, he is. He hasn't shown up in a while though.
He just showed up in a Spider-Man arc.
Did he? No.
Yeah.
Anyway.
There we go. There is the second. Ooh, he's kind of that not Null Oil, but the tone kind of adds a wetness.
Oh yeah. I like that.
That's what I was saying. Victory Saber is cheaper than many. Yeah, it's very true. I had the 3.75-inch PS4 Spider-Man and Mr. Negative 2-pack. Say that 5 times fast. Mr. Negative seriously looks like Wesley Snipes.
Yes, Richard Fisk, the Kingpin's son, is the Rose. He has also been the Schemer and the Blood Rose.
The Blood Rose.
I can't remember if he had any other identities. I mean, that was that whole. Look, I was there a lot of it. But that Terry Kavanagh Spider-Man, Web of Spider-Man run, man.
No, it's funny that
it was a ride.
That wasn't even the worst. Like,
really?
No. There was it ranks up there for sure.
Of that era of books, I feel like that was the worst because you had
you had killer teams on everything else.
because it was Terry Kavanagh and what? Who was on the art? I know Tom Lyle was at one point.
Yep, Tom was on at one point. There, I mean that the thing was is they had every opportunity to like do absolutely phenomenal things, and then they didn't.
Yeah, I was gonna of that because I can't remember who was on. I know Bagley was on art on Amazing. I can't remember who was writing.
What up, Super Spike?
And then around that time, you had DeMatteis and Buscema on Spectacular.
Yes. They should do a storyline with the different Rose characters fighting over the Fisk Empire. Call it War of the Roses. That's mine. You can't have it unless you pay. Fair man.
I think that actually might have been what it was.
You're right there, Matt, but the Star Saber HasLab as the stretch goals were okay, but not handled great like that. Like the Rancor. I see what you
the stretch goals were a little funky on Victory Saber. I'm just glad that we got all of them. But yeah, it's like here's the shield that helps him not look like crap in base mode, and that's the last unlock. It's like, oh, okay. Yes, I think you are right that it was Stephen Butler.
Say that 10 times
in that era. When I mean, I am super excited that we will soon have a good Marvel Legend of that Web 100 spider armor. I freaking love that suit.
Hell yeah.
We never did find out who Facade was.
Nope.
I did like how Slott played with that.
I kind of like that it was just no. Like you want this, but no.
Well, he's like I'm going to tell you, and he's like, nope, I don't have time, gotta go.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I'm too damn busy. Wasn't paint one of the Victory Saber stretch goals?
No, it was not.
I don't believe you. I don't believe it.
I think it did take them a little while to show us color renders, though.
I do got to show this off because I scored it today from a bud.
Oh yeah,
$3.
What?
Yeah,
that's bonkers.
Yeah, like good shape, a little loose on the ab crunch, but the one that I've had forever has like a busted calf or calf peg, calf swivel. There we go. The bone / cardboard tier 2 was a huge slap in the face. A little bit. You know what figure I want? The Carmilla Black Scorpion. I want Bruce Banner's baby. Dude, I honestly I would think. Oh God, what is she called? Damn it! What is Betty called when she's the Harpy?
The Harpy.
Yeah.
Well, I would love the Harpy.
Give us all the gamma gals. I'm glad Rancor flopped. All the BS groups complaining. Yeah. I'm not gonna crap on anybody for wanting it because I think it was a really really cool.
No, I wish people could have gotten it if that's what they wanted. It wasn't for me for numerous reasons, but mostly money. If I'd had the money, I might have given in. But yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to yuck anybody's yum. I think it was a really cool opportunity that just fell flat.
Yeah, it looked
getting an AP credit on or consultant or anything on She-Hulk makes me happy to see Fraction's name in Hawkeye's credits. I wish Aja would get.
And if Slott is getting anything like that, he hasn't said anything, but he may not be able to yet.
And he might not know until it airs.
Right. I know they've specifically cited his and Charles Soule's runs as inspirations, which can't go wrong. So I'm looking forward to the book or the series quite a bit. And actually, I'm looking forward to the new She-Hulk book as well.
Indeed.
I can't remember who's on that. Is that Kelly Thompson?
Yes.
And the stuff she's been doing lately has been, uniformly quite excellent. Um, I mean, points alone for creating Jeff.
Yeah. Oh, Jeff.
Um, if you have Marvel Unlimited and haven't availed yourself of It's Jeff, the
Land Shark.
the Marvel Unlimited exclusive series, you are doing yourself a disservice. Um, Just Fancy Space Dust. Soul's run is less comedic than Slot's run. It's more legal. And that, I mean, Soul is or was an actual lawyer, so he had a lot of knowledge that he could bring to that. But it is still, I mean, Jen is a humorous character or a humorous person, so there is still plenty of that going on. It's not overtly haha. J. Jonah Jameson, I have black friends, whatever, um, type of deal. But it's still funny. It's quite good. And Ray Ortiz, Dave is working on a zombie cap. I have been working on. I mostly spent the night working on Iceman, adapting the old Toy Biz parts to him. I still have some work to do there. And right now I am doing some detail paint on this Spawn that I gave a wash to over the weekend. And I'm working a little bit on this Rose. So
Indeed.
they are not going to do Sad Gray She-Hulk, though I did like that run.
They made a figure of her.
That's true. Yeah, no, I don't think you'll have any problems with Soul's run on DD. He did on She-Hulk. He did a good job with what was obviously intended to have been a longer run. I think he had envisioned it as that, but as a 12-issue, arc or whatever, it works very well for something that wasn't necessarily intended to be. And yeah, he introduces some very interesting new characters who I hope pop up again elsewhere.
Dave, I would love to see you make some zombie versions of the movie Turtles. If I could get my hands on a set of those bootlegs, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, Rare T is Blackheart. Which version of Blackheart are you doing, and which parts are you planning on there? Who played Blackheart in the movie? Like, it was somebody. I had that version for a minute, but I'm partial to the Romita Jr. spiky black mass thing.
Memories.
Yeah, I have seen that critique of the AOA Iceman, of him not having the swoopy Joe Mad hair. And I think that's a fair criticism. It doesn't wreck the figure for me.
It works.
I like the spiky hair, but I can totally understand, people being a little annoyed about that.
It's definitely a style thing, and it was definitely part of that look.
Well, I think people are, the focus is this is more of the version from the Rick Remender X Force arc. Yeah. Same thing with, the Blink we got is technically the Exiles version.
Mm-hmm. Wes Bentley, guy from American Beauty.
And yeah, none of that bugs me necessarily, but that's more a lack of me having a specific attachment to those, versions than it is, I guess I'm fairly easygoing. It's just like, yeah, I want an Age of Apocalypse Iceman. I'm not going to sweat the small stuff. Same thing. It's like I want Abe Link.
Bloop. Let's see. Come on. How can I not get a good light on this guy? It's ridiculous. It does not matter what I do, you know. Let's do this.
Well, now Wes Bentley was the guy who played. Okay, that was the guy who played. Okay, then I had no idea who that was that played Blackheart. All right.
There we go. Oh, Jesus.
Ooh, very nice. I like that.
He was also the game designer in Hunger Games. There's a female Thanos named Thanosa. Did they replace Terraxia? I don't know.
I didn't know there was a female Thanos named Thanosa.
I did not either.
That is.
I'm doing the Marvel vs. Capcom version using the movie Venom body, and I sculpted the head out of Procreate and Wire.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, nice.
That's solid.
No, I said, hey, Blink. Nice, Appleton. Disco posing zombie cap there. Oh.
Terraxia. I mean, I guess we also had. I mean, Mongal showed up in a freaking big budget movie. So what do I know?
This is true.
Dead, but she was still there. I do remember Galactus's daughter, Galacta, from the early 2010s, but that's because I'm a huge Adam Warren mark. I love all his stuff. And I think he wrote that. I don't think he did more than covers art-wise. But Empowered, which is, I don't know where he's at on that. It's been a while since I've seen a new volume solicited, but I love Empowered. Good stuff.
I think Empowered is not dead, but maybe we need to get Corey or Alex to make a translucent head sculpt for AOA Iceman. Well, you can ask him in 2 weeks because we will be reuniting the Figure 4, or the, I don't know, what we called it something else the other time. With the four of us will be on together. Alex, aka Fanplastic 4, as well as Casting Cave, aka Corey, and the two of us. I need to get back into Empowered. Do it.
Yeah, I can't remember the last volume that came out. It's up to 10 or 11. I know he had I think he had an injury that was slowing him down. But I hope there's still, a drive to, because it seems like he's got an ending in mind for it. And even if he's got to kind of speed up that timetable, I'd at least like him to get to tell that story.
Indeed.
Yes, big fan of his art, big fan of his character design. So yeah. Oh, all right. I'm going over here to grab his hand off the floor.
Mitch Falcon, it's just resting, Matt. The Figure 4 is Brian Matt's fault. I know, Shaggy. That's why I said we called it something else. I can't remember what it was.
We could be Figure Force.
Figure Force 5. We'll bring in a fifth.
Figure Factor. Figure Statics.
Nice.
I don't know. Fig Caliber.
Fig Caliber. Ouch.
I think there was an actual volume that came out after the Sister Spooky mini, but I would have to double check. It's been quite a bit since anything. I was checking out his Twitter for a little bit, but there wasn't a whole lot of Empowered stuff on there, and it was just a lot of shilling for his Patreon, which is fine. Make that paper. But I didn't end up giving him a follow at the time. I probably should, though, because I definitely want to know when more Empowered is coming.
Indeed. Figure actively speaking. Fig Force, but you whisper it like Deadpool 2. Fig Force. Figure Blasters.
No.
Yeah. Thought better of that one, too.
Yep. I mean, there is that panel from, what is it, Amazing 5, where Dr. Doom talks about how his finger blaster has been disabled.
Yeah. We don't talk about that.
Well, I mean, we do. We just did.
Shh. Let's see here. What do I need? put some more silver on his star, and of course, as soon as I did that, I'm like, no, I regret this decision tenfold. Damn it! I just undid figure freaking tastic fan customs for figure blasters.
So
Dave Beanie Man Wheeler.
sounds like Volume 12 of Empowered is in the works.
Oh, there we go.
So I feel like Volume 11 is out. I'm going to look because if I missed it, I would be sad.
How about the terrible Tinkerers? Zingers! No.
All right. Well, when I go upstairs after this, I'm definitely going to have to check and see if I have Volume 11 because I'm not sure if I do. I don't recognize the cover, but I got it, read it, and I put it on a shelf, so that wouldn't surprise me. I'm so sorry, Josh Bear. Neither of those were good.
Wait, what? Oh, now I have the old F. Oh, Fantastic Four! Don't need no more. Yeah, man.
I mean, the second season was better because it was just music, but I mean, they're not as bad as the freaking Fox Kids Avengers.
Avengers. They're the Avengers. Dude, Iron Man still is so good.
Oh, Iron Man's had a good run. I mean, I think the first season of the at Marvel Action Hour one wasn't great. Second season still holds up in my opinion, and you can't go wrong with the '60s one either.
Oh God. Or the late '70s.
Tony Stark makes you feel he's a cool exec with a heart of steel. And Iron Man, all jets ablaze. He fights and fights with repulsor rays.
Better than Hulk's. Duck Banner. What?
Ain't he unglamour-rays?
Oh, he's so unglamour-rays. Oh,
the Thor song from that era was actually pretty decent.
I don't remember that one. The Rancor. The
Rainbow Bridge to Asgard, where the booming heavens roar.
Has anyone else noticed how Fantastic Four is the only hero team not to drop the first part of their name? Amazing Spider-Man equals Spider-Man. Uncanny X-Men, X-Men. Invincible Iron Man, Iron Man. Well, yeah. Fox Kids Avengers had one of my favorite worst costumes ever for Hawkeye.
Oh, that was
and
so
they made
bad.
So many toys.
And then
I know all the words to X-Men.
I mean, I think I probably do know all the words to the Pride of the X-Men theme. And that the Fox Kids Avengers Falcon came over into the comics, which was a real shame.
Yeah,
got to have that pop up over in Black Panther. Felt bad for Self Ludo having to draw that thing.
What about the Iron Man Armor Adventures? I don't remember that one.
I don't know that one. Yeah, I never did see that series. So here, after several coats, a little chunky, but you can kind of see the
oh, that's cool.
The clear Mod Podge. So it works. It's glossy. It's quite glossy. But it didn't go on smooth, but that's more my fault than anything. No, that Ant-Man costume wasn't terrible on.
Dude, I remember having the Ant-Man, Wasp, and Wonder Man and Vision from that show, and that Wonder Man legit was my Wonder Man all the way through. All through to my Toy Biz Legends.
Yep,
days.
Until the Legends one came out. Same thing with that Ultron. The Ultron from that.
I didn't buy that original Toy Biz Wonder Man. I kept the.
Oh really? You didn't?
Event.
Oh,
yeah.
I wasn't necessarily a big fan of that figure, and I think I swapped the head out to give him a more.
His glasses and his head lit up. It was awesome. Seriously, that Hawkeye costume was just so bad for whatever reason. I love it because it was bad.
It was. They took the worst elements of his ForceWorks 90s head sock costume and just added a bunch of garbage to it.
He's a popular character, Spunkin. Deal with it.
Yeah, and I think they traded him out for the TV series. They're like, all right, Titans, you can have Beast Boy.
Yeah.
And we'll put Cyborg over here. And I think I'm okay with that because he's actually been very interesting.
I don't think they will, Josh, but you
I
never
would
know
love,
because at some point they got to get to it.
if they did. Either the astrologically themed villains or the guy with the bag on his head.
What's your power?
Yeah. Hey, he's back. He's back. That the Joe Casey Zodiac.
Yeah, he is.
I'm excited.
What?
But that's me. I'm that guy.
What? I think my chat just jumped because this was a while ago. Why is this doing this? New comments. There we go. What? Oh, there we go. Do you know who I keep forgetting whose art I just adore? Dustin Weaver.
Dustin Weaver's solid. And when I first saw that, I thought you had written. I was confusing Dustin Weaver and Dennis Weaver.
Moon Knight.
And then I was thinking about how great the movie Duel is.
Oh, I heard you talking earlier. Not sure if it was said, but you can get a 2 fluid ounce Mod Podge at the Dollar Tree.
Oh yeah, there you go, and that'll last you a while because you're watering that stuff down. Like that'll go for a good long while. I think the only reason I got I ran out on my last one is because I left it somewhere.
They do Zodiac before Zodiac.
Yeah, probably.
Damn, Sky Striker is pardon the pun, but soaring high. Oh, please don't do that. It's still plugged in.
It is. Well, yeah, but it's not
Operation Snake Pit.
Did you say Operation Snake Meat?
Snake Pit.
Oh, okay. And yes, John Sitton, the current Moon Knight run is quite good. Also, Jed McKay. So,
wait a second. Okay, hold on. I'm looking at the now I'm looking at the Sky Striker because I was like I wanted to see what the stretch goals were. Okay, so 13,000 backers. So they unlocked Scarlet, like we talked about before. 16,000 backers is the next one for Ripcord with Night Force colors.
Night Force Ripcord, yep.
And then 18,000 backers, you get the landing guys, 2 pit crew.
Yes,
I like that. I shall name them Gary and Doug.
I did not back Neb. If I had the spare money right now, I would be tempted, but I really that's more just of a kind of a FOMO.
I just said that for giving. Like literally, I made it fun
thing because I do still. If my camera reached that far, I could show you that I have like all 6 or 8 or whatever versions of the 30th anniversary Sky Striker mold.
It's beautiful.
And this one is huge, so it would look even stupider on the flag. Not that I have a flag anymore, but
did you sell your flag?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I believe I mean, unless it's been sold, it's probably still down at the Rochester Nerd Now.
Oh, I did not know that. It's a beautiful thing.
It is a cool toy, but I have no room for that.
Yeah. The shitty thing with that is like if you're going to display it, like even if you're going to display it on a shelf and put stuff on it, it's still got to be 3 feet deep.
It's deep. Yeah, I mean, I've got my shelf behind me here where I've got Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain and stuff like that, and that's I could probably fit a flag on there, but it's just again it's my focus is different.
Yeah.
I got the flag. It was cool. I never completed it. I had it for a while, had it displayed for a while, and it sat in a box for a number of years.
Indeed. I will always say that I got kind of my flag fix from working at Hot Comics because I think we got in 4 at the shop over the years that I was working shifts and being a toy buyer and stuff. And it was always cool because it'd be like, time to put together a flag. And you'd sit there and you'd assemble everything and you'd be like, well, there it is.
There it is. Yep.
I'm going to leave now. Like,
put some figures on there, and
being able to walk away was the best thing about the flag.
Yeah. I mean, I was jealous when our mutual acquaintance, friend, whatever, Matthew Eng, found one in an alley.
Yeah,
That was in better condition and more complete than mine.
I still can't believe that.
I was like, oh, okay, well, you suck.
He
Congratulations.
does not. Matt is a wonderful person.
He is, but also he found a flag in an alley, so he sucks.
We should get Matt on here sometime.
We should. I never find cool things like that in alleys. I mean, there was that post in the posse last week with the, like, here's a Superman in a dumpster. I'm like, I could have gone to get that, I guess, but I didn't want it. But it's like, that's cool, though. But
where is it? I think the closest I've come to that was where was it? I was doing, I'm trying to remember. I was picking up like some bookshelves or something, and like I was pulling down the alley, and I was like, oh, that's a really cool like Evangelion print. Like, I thought it was just like a canvas print or something.
Yeah.
So like I got out to check it out, and it was the master grade EVA 01, and it was put together without decals. And I was like, what? Like, what is this? So I grabbed it, and I brought it back, and I was like, this is really cool. Why did I get this? And so I sold it.
That's fair.
Man, my dad used to garbage pick in Chicago all the time. He found some cool stuff. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you work at it, you'll find some cool stuff.
Oh yeah, line of the year, Matt. I never find cool things in alleys.
It's true. I mean, I don't go down very many alleys, but these days, we did once find the local. Nice. The radio station in St. Cloud was getting rid of all of their old tape cartridges for like ads and bumpers and stuff, because I think they were switching to CD. So the whole dumpster was just like full of these tapes that I didn't want. We couldn't play necessarily.
Yeah,
that's kind of neat. But yeah,
what is this? Narc has all the mask stuff. Hell yeah. I got a SNES in an alley. Nice.
That's a good find.
Last thing I found in the alley was tetanus.
I don't have that. I haven't had that luck yet. Maybe someday.
That's true, Mitch.
Yeah, that's a problem with Florida.
I do one fun thing, like being when I was in school, because the town was predominant. Like, there's such a big population of creatives because it's it took like Savannah, or SCAD took over such a large part of Savannah that you'd be like, I'd walk the dogs and like you just see this like beautiful sculpture hanging out of trash cans and stuff because students just junking stuff. It's like, oh man.
Yeah, it's like, well, I can't bring. I'm not going to bring this back home because I can make another one.
I will always laugh at the fact that my friend Crystal, she made this purse monster out of plastiline, tin foil, and armature wire, and I remember her bringing it. Like I shared a cab with her or something out to the airport, or shuttle or whatever, and it was one of those things of like she just walked through security with it. And I'm like, that's a gigantic.
Yeah.
It looks like a bomb. Take it easy, Gail. Have a good one, man. We're going to be wrapping up here in just a minute, too. Oh, hey, look, a used needle in an empty alley. That has been mine.
No, when
they let me take take the big 4-foot sign. Damn.
When my last job, we would do, we did laser scanning. And we would do, remote jobs. So we had a scanner that was mounted on like an arm.
Yeah.
And it had this big, heavy duty tripod, and you could take it places and scan things. And I only did that a couple of times. And it sucked because you had, 200 pounds worth of equipment in a case the size of a coffin practically that you're trying to get through an airport and onto a plane. So I got the tripod case and everything. And one of the things that you would have to do for the scanner to pick up cleanly whatever you were scanning is you would spray it with developer, which is essentially just talc suspended in alcohol. So you spray this on the thing, the alcohol dissolves, the thing turns white and powdery, and then the laser can pick it up really nice, or the camera can see the laser against it. You just buy cans of it at Uline or wherever. And so we'd bring a bunch down because you never really knew how much you would need. And, My boss was like, and make sure you know where the nearest U line is in case you need to get more. And he's like, just take all these cans and tape them to the legs of the tripod.
Oh,
So that it'll, go onto the plane. I'm like, this looks so much like a bomb. Like, here's just a bunch of tubes taped to like a metal frame.
yeah. What could possibly go wrong?
I mean, this is post 9/11. Never questioned it, never stopped me. None of that. It made it all down there safe and sound. I'm like, okay, this is dumb, but yeah, I'm like, this seems like a real bad idea. But okay. And it was always like a rush job, so it was never, the thing to do, the cheap way to do it would be just freaking ship it down, UPS or whatever, all the equipment. And they're like, oh no, we need you down here now, or the equipment's here and then it's going to go on to the next location or wherever for assembly next week. So you got to come down and do it now. And we're like, all right, here's $500 just in airline fees to get this equipment on a plane.
Yeah. You just sit there and go, but what? But why?
Not my money. I mean, so much of that dumb stuff. Every like this time of year, you'd have a lot of people like just sending us stuff to scan, and then we'd be like, "Well, here's your report." And they're like, "Yeah, I don't care about that." And we're like, "Why'd you have us scan it?" "Oh, I just wanted to burn my budget so they wouldn't cut it for next year."
Jesus.
It's like, okay, glad I did that work that you got.
So glad I took the time. Need some alley vipers for my beef brigade. I found a snake in an alley once. I guess you could say it was an alley viper. Damn it.
Oh,
Patrick.
I am looking forward to those new alley vipers. I got, you can see me, I'm poking. I got my Imperial crosshairs a couple days ago. They had restocked online. They restocked. I almost bought one at the swap over the weekend for $40. And then I was like, no, I don't have the money right now. And then I think yesterday, Rex went back up on the Walmart website. I forgot he was $30 just at retail price. I guess because you need to pay an extra $5 because it's exclusive, and then another $5 because he has a cloth cape.
Oh, okay. Well, it is officially 10 o'clock, Matt, so I'm going to give you a really quick moment to plug the living daylights out of yourself.
The usual places where to find me. Hypno_Customs on Instagram. I got some, like as I say every week, I have a bunch of stuff to take pictures of and upload. I will get to that sometime soon. And then Hypno Hustling on Twitter and other things. Thank you. You can find me. Dave?
Oh, God damn it. You can find me right here every Tuesday and Wednesday over on the Fouche on Mondays. There is still time to donate, as Mitch likes to say, which is donating for children's cancer research and treatment over at extralife.org, extra-life.org. To be specific, look for Known World United or just look up Dave Wheeler. That's me. You can also find me this weekend down at the Chicago Comics and Entertainment Expo, a.k.a. C2E2. I will be
Go see Dave.
13. What?
Go see Dave at C2E2.
Oh, I thought you said, hey, Dave. I'm like, what? What?
Go see him. Go see him.
Yeah, come see me. Table V13, Thursday afternoon. We will be toy hunting. I will be posting up on my Instagram to let you guys know where and when. Also, if you want to send Matt or I stuff, you can send it to my P.O. Box. Dave Wonder, P.O. Box 1274, Minnetonka, Minnesota 55345. Check it out. Send us goodies. We'll unbox it live on air. It'll be fun. But please, no food. I could change it, but I am not. That's fair. Go see Dave. Yes. No, do not bring zingers. Actually bring zingers. I'll donate them to those in need.
Oh yeah. If you bring zingers to C2E2, I'm sure Dave will find a home for them.
Yes. Mainly by throwing them across the room. Also, if you want any funky Tiny Meng merch, you can hit up redbubble.com/people/Dave Wheeler. We got that Beam Heat shirt. We got Bright White. We got Consortium of Jackasses shirts. What shirt are you wearing? That is not one of the shirts.
No, I was pointing at these shirts.
Oh, I see. All right.
This is a Turbo Gravy shirt, which you can get online if you're so inclined.
I'm for it. Visit Dave and he'll draw you the good turtles and leave up the worst. Oh, thanks, Ray. I really appreciate that. And as a reminder, all super chats through the end of the year are going to Extra Life. So thank you so much for donating for the kids. Nice hanging with you too, Just Fancy. Thank you for gifting those subs. That was really freaking
Yeah.
cool of you. Yeah, welcome to the channel again. As always, if this is your first time here, like, follow, subscribe, we'll catch you all tomorrow for Toys with the Boys. I'll be back. Matt,
Yes,
we'll
be
catch
back.
you next Tuesday, if not sooner than later. And yeah, you know, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Mwah!